Ladies and gentlemen, live from T-Briz Studios, it's the Adult Baby Show.
I'm a sweet boy.
I'll let a girl suck any part of me. I mean, honestly.
It's just in my mouth, just.
Oh, like, I'll try anything once.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Except getting to work on time.
You just ruined my day. Fuck your day.
Oh, let's get the feet involved.
It's not a nut. Maybe I shouldn't say that out loud with you.
Some people
Yeah.
are absolutely
Uh-huh.
disgusted by me.
He ain't lying.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Adult Babies Podcast, episode 290 IMB.
And I'm Ryan.
And we have a special guest, Mr. Brendon LaCarrubba.
What's
How
going
are
on? I'm all right. Thanks for having me,
you?
fellas.
Maybe your third appearance.
Yeah.
Appearance.
Ah, yes, my third appearance. Yes,
Yeah.
Victorian Brendon Ryan. I like it.
Thanks for coming on. We are missing.
I was
Shit.
gonna say we should just it's
Not
too late
mention
now.
him?
I should before we recorded. I should have said we should just not mention it at all.
Well, you could cut that.
No.
You
it's-
sure? It might be funny.
No.
Now
Yeah,
it's
Chick will be here in a few minutes. That's not a big deal.
Yeah, well, you know, it's 12 o'clock on a Sunday. It's
Yeah, but we agreed to record at 12 o'clock on a Sunday. It's not like
I was gonna boycott talking till he showed up. I mean, he's the reason I come here.
yeah.
he's the reason why we're all here.
Oh yeah,
He's the reason I didn't go to church today to be here on time, and yet
that bastard.
Well,
that is
that's how he
actually true. I was gonna go.
You
it's
were going
not-
to go to church?
Not a real church though. You know, I'm not a religious person.
Right,
But
well, that's
there's a place in Setauket called what is it called? Unitarian Universalist Church, and there's no like real religion involved in it. It's
Yeah.
kind of just like we all just talk about what it's like being a person on the earth, and every week is a different topic. Today is called. I went on the website to look it up because I keep passing it, and outside they have like the
Sounds like group therapy.
I don't know what it is, but I'm interested in just going to see
Sounds
like
interesting.
what happens there.
Yeah.
It sounds like the good slices of religion in the modern day, where it's like community and being together and
Exactly.
good proverbs,
Yeah.
and then without all the culty bullshit.
Exactly. That's,
Or,
yeah.
or it's a cult. And
Well, very,
You're getting
very
drawn
true. My ex-wife would go to Unitarian churches like that and try to run Irish pagan druid
what the
events.
hell does that mean?
I don't know. That's why I got the fuck out. It was like,
But wait, but she was bringing her beliefs into a church that really doesn't have any, or was that church more like you can bring your stuff here and we'll listen to you?
that.
Okay.
Yes, it's I'm sure they have stuff where it's like anybody come and just be good people to each other, but then you can like rent it out for smaller religious
Okay.
groups.
Oh, I wonder if
things.
they do that at this place too.
Yeah. They got a nice maypoles usually, a good maypole crowd, you know.
What is that?
That's
I've
like, you know, you ever seen like oh god, it's a music video for God damn it, it's gonna kill me. I'm gonna drive home and think of the song. It's like that thing that they did in medieval times. There's a big pole and then they tie ribbons around it and then you run around it like a carousel. It's a very fucking
sounds Wiccan to me.
it's a very Wiccan Tumblr, you know, thing to
Yeah.
do.
Jeez, I didn't know this is a thing that people did.
You guys gotta go to the Renaissance Fair though. That's actually pretty sick.
Never been to a Renaissance.
Never been
fair.
either. Never had even an interest to going, but everybody
It's not bad.
says, "Oh, it's really cool. You got to go."
It sounds interesting. What do you do? I don't know.
Dude,
You
it's
dress
just
up?
it's just a bad
You
fair.
like to dress up, don't you?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
You're a LARPer.
No, I don't have the energy. I'm a video gamer, so I want to do all that. But sitting,
That's a sense of LARPing, but just
exactly.
comfortably, like you're pretending you're this person on screen, right?
What does LARP mean again?
Live action role play.
That's it.
Singing.
I have LARP has been mentioned to me numerous times,
I've been called LARP in my day.
and I've never I feel like I've always asked what it meant, and I always get that answer, but I never retain it.
Can I tell you that's how I sometimes to people define this podcast? I said we're really just LARPing as podcasters. Like we're just like
Nice.
pretending like oh, I want to do that too. It's
Yeah.
this thing I like. Like people like medieval things, so they want to pretend like they're doing it. We're just pretending we're down here making a podcast. Oh,
Yeah.
isn't it funny? Like we make clips, we do a podcast. Are you though?
I see it.
If
No,
a
I don't know, with the
podcast,
size of that board and the size of these lights, it's legitimate, very
yeah,
legitimate.
it's just the audience is also like they're LARPing, like I'm pretending like I'm listening to a podcast when they listen to our podcast.
yeah, I don't know what you guys are talking about, but
I believe in it. I just feel like until the numbers grow, you have to act like you can't act like you're actually doing a thing. You have to act like Oh, we're
Right.
just having fun pretending like we're doing the thing.
Yeah,
that-
that's
Hey, you're faking it till you make it on
Yeah.
the Beth page Best of LI.
yeah,
but that's everything in life, right?
of course.
I mean,
yeah.
everything you're just
Yeah,
faking
yeah.
it.
Yeah,
I fake a smile
it just
every
feels
morning.
better if I don't act like I'm. I don't like to act like I'm trying to achieve anything and then just hope it comes.
So is it more?
It just alleviates the fail. It eliminates
Yes.
the possibility of failure. If you weren't really trying for anything, then you can't fail. But I'm doing the thing just because it's fun, hoping that it happens.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Y'all are like describing how I feel moving to Austin being so painfully unfunny. Like,
Are you moving there because of the comedy scene?
yeah.
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 The great comedy migration.
Yeah, right. It lives up to the hype. I visited in February, and it just was crazy being there, being a comic. And one thing I keep telling everybody: a lot of people are moving there to start stand up. So if you have any experience in the
crazy.
game, you stick out really nicely there.
I think
You
it's
know?
gonna. Yeah, I mean, I went there. I've been there a couple times now, and it was great. But it's gonna something's gonna happen. Like there's gonna be a million people there.
Got to burst eventually.
Yeah. That's
That's what they said
scary.
about New York. People would move to New York or California to start. It's like, no, start in your city.
Yeah.
Like find like a city.
Yeah,
but
like get good and then go to the place.
Yeah.
yeah, like if you're in Philly, that's why a lot of great comics like they start in Philly. They go like unknowns. They take a couple trips to New York. That's nice because you can drive
Mm-hmm. Philly's
just
a
to New
good
York.
one.
Yeah.
But then you get like, oh, who's this guy? And you've been doing it 4 years, and you're like, oh wow, this guy really knows his stuff. And then
Philly has like a ton of like bigger comics now. That like what's it? Shane Gillis, wasn't he Philly?
Yeah, he was a Philly guy for a while.
Stavros, I think. A lot of.
I think he was Baltimore.
Was he Baltimore?
Yeah.
Shout
But
out to the O's.
I think all the funniest people come from Philly and the greater Philadelphia area.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. That's I look forward to you being there because I'm gonna definitely make another trip.
Hell yeah.
I'm looking forward to you being there for my benefit.
Yeah.
There we go.
No, I'm excited for you. It's gonna be great, but it's gonna be a little too hot in the summertime.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
100%.
Like I would move to Austin. The last time I went, I was with Neil and Kyle. I was like, I could do this. And then I'm like, but I can't. I would melt. I mean, my skin is falling apart because of Long Island weather. So I can't imagine
60 degrees in April.
60 degrees. I'm like, I mean, I'm wearing. It is hot there. It is hot.
Look, it takes like 3 weeks. You adjust. You get,
I guess so.
You fucking wear shorts. You and capris, you'd murder it, dude.
I would love a capri. I could do
yeah.
a capri.
Little
I might
jeans
do
cut
capris
off.
this summer.
Yeah.
Capri B.
I had a summer of Capri.
B.
Could do it.
Yeah. Capri B.
Daisy Dukes.
See
I like
it.
that. Capri.
It's the comer of Capri.
Never mind. Don't visit in Austin. You keep your Daisy Dukes.
Well, you perform inside mostly, so just stay
That's
inside.
So,
people used to not live in Florida because it was too hot until air conditioning became
Yeah.
a thing. Then it's like, oh, we can live here now.
That's true.
And same thing with Austin.
Maybe I'll get those like pants where they zipper and become shorts at the knee.
Yeah.
You know?
I have a pair of those for hiking.
Nice.
Do you?
Yeah.
I always wondered why.
Well, because a lot of times, when you would hike, you'd start early and it would be kind of cold, but midday you'd get pretty warm, so you'd want
Yeah.
to zip off your pants.
Zip off the bottoms.
Yeah.
Ooh, or the Chris Pontius like party boy pants from Jackass that just rip off and they got the snaps on the side. I've always wanted those.
Well, what are you wearing under that? You can't just be in your underwear. That's not an option for.
No,
Yeah.
I'd just raw dog it. You know,
All right.
just those.
Sounds like a good closer.
My
yeah.
job
Yeah.
is texting me relentlessly. Right?
Are they really?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
You gotta let them know you're
Can we
making the
put
best
a little
podcast.
pause? I've gotten 2 calls from them.
Yeah.
If
Wanna call
it
them?
seems I'm a little distracted, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I've gotten 2 calls and a text, so I just want to. I'm. This never happened. This is why I shouldn't have my phone right here.
Or why you
But
should.
it is my job. So
Let's do an
Give 'em-
intermission.
Give them a
Yeah.
call. I can take a break. We'll be back and to you it'll be immediately. Everything all right?
Yeah, you good?
vacation days they were talking to me about. I wrote my vacation days funny, and it was all, everybody was all, I'm getting called on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
We're gonna come back now. I'm gonna come back so people know the backstory of why you left. It was
Yeah, my job was
vacation
calling
days.
and texting me. It's just because of vacation days.
On a
Vacation
Sunday?
days. On a Sunday.
It's important
text-
shit.
They said I wrote it down all funny.
All funny.
So
All funny like
Yeah.
you comedian boy.
because I'm taking off. I try to take off after the 4th of July, like a couple of days. It's busy during that season.
That's when you take off.
and I take right after because I go to Fire Island with my family.
Right.
And then I have a
So
wedding.
after it's busy, like after the week of or like literally like 4th of July, you're off the 5th, 6th, and
It's
7th.
busy that week before, leading up to 4th of July.
Okay.
It's like all hands on deck. And I like to take off once that's over the next day. So it's usually not as busy the 5th of July. Nobody celebrates the 5th of July. The 4th.
Yeah, the 4th is the way you want it.
The 4th they celebrate.
Yeah.
5th is hangover day, man.
Unless-
You got to stay inside.
Yeah, but for me, 5th and 6th I'm with my family out in 4th of July.
A lot of people, sometimes depending on when the 4th falls, people will have an event on the 5th.
That's
I feel
true.
Like. Don't you think?
And this
Oh,
year,
no, because most people are off. Everybody's off really on the 4th. Not me. I work a lot on the 4th. But
this year, I think 4th of July falls on a Thursday.
oh,
So
Yeah, well-
maybe the next day you get the weekend. So I'm just hoping to get the weekend. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I've never left this podcast in the middle for a call, but that's what I get with my phone being here.
Really
Hey.
jumping the shark before episode 300, huh?
that's nice.
I
You
know.
can just pick. I have to pick my vacation time, all of it, at the beginning of the year, or at the end of the previous year.
I don't
so
like
I get 4 weeks off. I have to tell them I want these 4 weeks off. But it's like I don't know what week I'm going to want off.
Yeah.
I got to plan all my vacations.
That's really-
in
yeah.
December of the year before. Is that
And
illegal? Do I have a case here?
I do have a
Gotta
case.
sue them, man.
I don't like
Yeah.
this at all because especially like me, I take my vacations based on what festivals I get into. So I'm like,
right. You don't know until
I don't
that's-
know what you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
But whatever. Do you have a job lined up down there? I'm worried about you.
So, unfortunately, I did.
Oh
And
no!
it was the dream job.
Did.
I was working at, it was a
You were going to be a transformer?
It was going to be a transformer store, man.
just-
They were
you
giving
can't
me
see
the
on-
conversion therapy. I'm
can't
turning
see on
into a
camera.
truck.
He's gonna transform into a Rogan comic.
Ooh. No, it's a really cool store down there called Toy Dojo, and they wanted to hire me because I went in to buy toys from them, and they were like impressed with my transformer knowledge
Oh, my
of
God.
the product. And they were like, "We'll hire you," and I was like, "Sweet." And they were like, $10 an hour, and I was like, "Wait a minute, I have to live." And like, I don't want to throw shade on them; they're doing what they got to do, and they're a cool store. But then they were like, "Oh yeah, it's like a high school college kid job," and I'm like, "The hours are 11 to 7 on weekdays.
yeah.
What college or high school kid has that availability?" But yeah, so I'm looking, but I'll find stuff. There's a lot of event work down there. That's what I do up here.
Yeah.
You know.
Now, should I try this?
Yeah,
Here?
try it on air. That's I work for Sail
Cold
Away.
brewed hibiscus tea.
Yeah,
Now, what is hibiscus? Is that
some sort of flower.
That's a flower.
Bees fuck them. I don't know.
Hey, well, I am a bee.
Yeah, I see this stuff more and
Give
more.
it a shake. Give it a little razzatazz.
I got to tell you, I love the logo, the swallow. I'm a big fan of the swallow
Me
logo.
too. I would get
Yeah.
that tattooed on me.
Well, have you been at sea?
What? I know.
That
I've been
tattoo
on-
originated from sailors.
I
and
know,
You would
but
get a swallow for however many hundreds of hours you've spent on the sea. You would get like another swallow. And then it just became like, oh, sick, a swallow tattoo. It's like, yeah, you don't know why you have that.
Well, I've gone on a lot of ferry rides back and forth to Fire Island.
Me too.
So
All right, let's go
so I
get
think
swallow
we- I
tattoos.
think we get
It's also swallow is like one of my favorite birds. So I feel like I
doesn't like a
want to get a like not like a tattoo swallow. I want to get like an actual swallow tattoo, like a realistic looking swallow.
Oh, a realistic
yeah,
swallow.
barn swallow. Yeah.
Oh, I like that. All right, let me get.
We never talked about, by the way. You commented on one of my things. You said you're a bird guy.
You're a
big
bird guy?
I'm a
Yeah,
big bird guy.
I want to talk about that.
Wait,
We're all-
you're a big bird guy or a big bird?
I'm a big bird guy.
Well, I like big bird, but
Hey, look at this here.
Tommy.
Look who made it.
Delayed reaction.
welcome to the party. Welcome.
I completely forgot. What's up, buddy?
You completely forgot what?
We had a guest.
Oh, so you've meant about that we had a
Time.
podcast.
Cold,
guy-
cold brew coffee
Just
or
so-
iced tea?
That is good.
Pick one. I'll
was
take
it?
the other. Coffee, aka a caffeine supplement, or strawberry hibiscus tea. They're both
I'll
pretty.
fuck with the tea, I guess.
All right.
I feel like I would love to see him on coffee, though. This is
Oh,
good.
no.
It's like
This
3
is-
cups of coffee worth of caffeine,
Sorry to
though.
completely kibosh whatever was happening.
Horchata. We were all over the map anyway.
Yeah.
'cause
Yeah.
I already ran out of the room. This has been a real all over the place episode.
I got home last night at about 6 in the morning.
What the fuck?
That's this morning, not even last
Well,
night.
yeah. And didn't get to bed till like 7. And it was a great night, but I feel like I got hit by a fucking
Wow.
truck.
What'd you do last night?
You just
We
recite
just
the
went to
plot
my
of The
buddy's
Hangover.
house, and you know, we were drinking and drugging and just playing darts for money and
Shit.
some golden tea, and we watched the UFC fights, and it was just till 6 a.m.
Wow.
Damn.
Chain smoking.
Oh, it sounds like
Sounds like a nightmare to me.
It was a lot of
sounds
fun,
like-
actually.
Yeah.
I'm not normally a tea guy, but let's give this thing a try.
it's really good.
Yeah, it's great.
I feel like this can't hurt right now. I could probably use some tea
Now,
on the throat.
do they have a place in Austin?
No, I'm
They
trying
don't-
to convince them. I'm trying to be like, guys, let me keep my job. We'll break into that market.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see how it goes.
So they manufactured locally. Like this is
Yeah.
all local.
Long Island brewed.
It has a very like national brand look to it.
It's good stuff.
I don't know what that means, but I feel like
No, it's a real thing. It's not like a local brand that's gonna like make stuff and die
Yeah.
quick.
Aren't you just impressed with like any local idiot that like makes a company that looks real? Like it's
Yeah.
like holy shit! Like you're a Long Islander and you made something that looks like a real thing.
Yeah, this is,
Like this is like a real can. It's like printed. Like where'd you get this
pretty
done?
successful though, because I do see
Yeah,
them.
see 'em
they're
everywhere.
everywhere.
Yeah,
who's
so
the
we used to
company,
sell
Beach
these.
Ball?
So
What?
Beach Ball is the tea brand.
Ours says
Sail
Beach
Away
Ball.
is the coffee, and it's the same company makes
Yeah.
and distributes.
And you work for this company?
I do. Yeah, I'm doing samples at Whole Foods right after this.
Nice.
Glamorous existence.
I was in the beverage industry.
Yeah.
You are. That's
I
right.
was. And
Yeah.
you know what's funny? Well, not really funny. I actually feel bad. But they had bad news this week where they might be going up. Like, I don't think they're going to be selling Red Bull anymore, that beverage company that I worked for.
What?
That was what they mostly sold, wasn't
That's
it?
all they sold.
So what are they? So you say not going to be selling Red Bull anymore? They're not
Because
going to be.
that's what I thought. I was like, oh, so you're done. But apparently they might take on something else. Or I don't
Maybe
really
they'll
know
take
the
on these
full-
guys.
Switch
I
to
don't know the
Monster.
full story, but I know that things aren't looking good for them. and
Picking
I
a
feel
mo-
bad.
picking a
Damn.
monster.
And you know what? Even
Yeah.
though they fired me, I actually liked a lot of people over there, so I wish them the best.
Well, it just goes to show you, once you let this
Yeah.
fish leave the pond,
You're done. Yeah, it's
pond is
downhill
gonna
from there.
drain.
I believe
Pond
that.
is gonna drain.
Yeah, no, I believe like Chick is the morale guy at the company.
I'm
They're like, he
morale
doesn't do
guy.
anything, but we love him. Like,
That's exactly what
My
he is.
headphones aren't on.
Oh no.
I just realized.
mine
that.
neither, dude. I can't.
Everything should be done.
You can have mine.
No, I'm good. I was
Can
just,
you hear it now? Anything
No.
now? No.
That's all right. We don't have to worry about it. I don't have to come here and completely kibosh everything.
You sound real good in these.
Thank you. I feel like I sound awful.
Well, you do sound.
How you doing? Lee? So you're moving to Austin, right? Did we
Yeah,
get
I'm
into
getting out of
that?
here.
Another one bites the dust in New York and goes to Austin.
Yep.
Yeah.
Are you going to be with them? With like you're going to live near who is it?
Tom.
Dom.
Dom and Matt. No, we. I wanted to move into their complex so bad because it's really nice apartments
Oh, yeah?
for like a good,
No, that's all right. Don't worry.
like real good price. But my girlfriend is not a fan, so we will find another spot.
Oh wow.
But everything's 15 minutes away there. That's the beauty of going to any other
Is she
city.
making you move?
Not really. I'm down.
Oh, all right, cool.
I
Well, I wish you the best of luck.
thanks, man. Right back at you.
You gonna stay with comedy out there?
Oh yeah, that is
Oh, all right.
that is the plan for
Okay.
sure. I can
That's why
pursue
he's
it as
moving.
much as possible. Yeah, it's really that's why I'm going. Although I don't know, I was looking at Charlotte, North Carolina. Also, it's nice down there too.
Big difference. You're getting that tang already. That southern.
What are you talking
tang.
about?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Is
Charlotte
that
is
me
nice.
hearing that or no?
No, you're missing something. Of course. Charlotte is nice too. That's
a cool
that's
city.
an easy
Yeah,
drive,
I'm good
right?
now.
Yeah, good comedy scene.
Is it? There's a comedy scene there.
Yeah, it's not like
No.
Austin in New York, but it exists, and I
A
got
good
some
place
gigs
to
when we
really maybe
visited.
get.
That's probably
yeah.
a good place to get that going.
yeah.
Like we were saying, starting in a smaller
smaller
town.
market.
Yeah,
Big fish, little pond.
there we go.
Yeah.
Conquer the scene.
Yeah.
That's why I'm leaving here. You know, I just
Yeah,
You took it over.
You conquered this scene, and you're gonna conquer the next.
And move on.
That's what you do. I'm just gonna stay here and rot. No, I'm
He
happy.
looks so disheartened. When
I'm
he
happy
said
to
that.
stay here. I like it here.
So you were running. So I asked you when we were off mic. I was asking about Kill Tony.
Oh yeah,
Asked him if he
Yeah.
did that down there, but
no. I chilled for the 4 hours, hoping to get picked.
you did. Oh wow.
Yeah, and I'm gonna do it virtually every Monday. I got to find a way to make it like
Oh,
worth
man.
the time investment. Yeah, because if you get on it, it helps so much. If you have
Yeah.
a good set, good interview.
what do you mean
What?
virtually? What do they do? Like a virtual?
No, I mean,
What?
I don't want to say that like you get on Kill Tony and it makes your career, but like it helps so much. Like like virtually is in like not really, but it does. That metaphorical bullshit version of virtually. But yeah, it is just like a big time commitment. But then you get pulled. It's huge. You know what I mean? It's just the way people.
And how long do you get on that show?
1 minute.
That's
1
not
minute.
enough time.
It's not.
No, it is. That's the beauty of it. It's the perfect amount of time.
I did.
Is it?
I did
1
a
minute?
1 minute.
I know.
thing.
I think my jokes. I have 1 minute setup. But anytime when I used to do comedy, like it was like my setups were a minute long. So like I'm not. If you're like a good like heavy puncher, then yeah.
I'd say like 80% of my material is not good for it, but you just pick a couple of short jokes that you got. You know what I mean? Like
The thing that worries me about that is what if I go on and now for the first time all these eyes are on me and it's a terrible set. And like that sets me I'm looked at as like, that's the guy that bombed terribly on Kill Tony.
Yeah.
And all these people. Now people know me, but
the key is to be funny with the banter back and forth. So anybody who's listening who might not know, I mean, Kill Tony's a huge show, but I like to think like some people maybe don't know.
Friend of the podcast, Matt the W was on that.
He
right?
was.
Oh, that must have been good.
No,
it was not.
I love him. This is all said with love. He had a terrible appearance.
Yeah.
They actually had to black out, and it was weird because they cut out a segment of his interview and they didn't even like stitch the two clips together. It's just if you watch it, it's like his interview and then it's black for like 30 seconds. No audio, no video. And then it starts again because he was just saying such wild shit. I don't even know what he said. Nobody knows anymore.
On that show, it's pretty hard to do.
Lost media. Like
wow.
And because like he had a bad minute, and then like he just had Matt, I love you. You had a bad interview. It's okay. It's okay, Matt.
I love how you're moving to his city.
I am.
He lives there, and you're like, he was terrible.
Matt, he lives there?
Look, like I'm being objective about my friend. He's got a great new pancake and fried chicken company, and I wish him all of the success in the world.
Comedy is so bizarre.
Yeah, Flappers ATX, man. Shout out to him and Zodi. They're making fried chicken pancake sandwiches and shit.
All right, so if Kill Tony, if anybody doesn't, I feel like I just got the
yeah.
So like newer comics, open mic comics or newer comics come on this show. They do. Okay, you know, like it.
I'm not a tea guy. Sorry,
not your audience.
That's awesome.
Was that your first sip?
Yeah, that wasn't a great sip.
No, I see him not being a hibiscus guy.
Maybe your second will be better. So they come on the show. There's a panel of professional comics, and they listen to you tell, I guess, a minute. They interview for a little bit, then they do a minute of stand up, and then
the interview's totally after. You go up there cold.
They go up cold.
Yeah, a minute of jokes, and then the interview. Yeah.
And then they critique your set, and
then they try and make fun
But here's
of
the
you.
thing. That's another
well,
thing
if
I
you're
gotta
great,
catch
if you're
you
great,
on.
they tell you you're great, but they will make jokes about you, whatever, you know.
Yeah, they rarely like really critique and get into it, and that's where my show is not totally a Kill Tony ripoff because like I tell the panel of judges, I'm like, you gotta give feedback. That's the big differentiator. Although when Roseanne Barr is a guest, she gives really good feedback because she's like, I gotta help new comics,
It's like
and everybody
that's
else is just
why
like,
I
make fun of
don't
them.
like Kill Tony's because that's what I want from Kill Tony, and they never give me what I want. I also yeah.
No, exactly. That's why I love doing my show, Broken Mike, at Governor's Comedy Club, April 18th and May 9th.
I was on Broken Mike once.
Were you?
Yeah.
When you
that's
said I
right.
never
We did
did
the
it.
really questionable ones at Alibi.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
No,
at
Not Alibi. It was in Hot Dog.
Gotham.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
no way.
that's the one I did. Yeah.
Yeah. You did the
that's
original.
Where I saw him.
That's
That's
where
the
we met.
first time I met Ryan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was I in the panel for that one?
No, it was Neil.
Yeah, I think it was you,
were a
and
Yeah, I
Neil.
was on
villain.
with
You were,
Neil.
yeah. If
was
not,
on with
yeah,
Neil.
something like that.
Yeah, it was you and Neil, and
Gio Perez.
Gio Perez. That's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
it was.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
he's a funny guy too.
Yeah,
I think we got to get Gio on too. He is a funny comic.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
would have
Yeah.
fun with him. But now we're doing him at Govs. We had him
Nice.
in Hot Dog and then Alibi for a little bit where there were like no buzzers because that's a big thing too. It's like America's Got Talent with
Right.
buzzers, and we were just having the judges like raise their hand to be like, "No, you're bad. Stop." Like,
Yeah, that was a hell of a setup you had at Gotham. Was the name of the place?
Yeah.
That was like a legit
stage
setup. It
and
was
everything.
sound and
Kid
yeah.
fell off the stage.
I had to
right.
when I split ways with them, and we had the one at Alibi. It was like a big thing to find buzzers and software that would like
I'm
work.
sure, yeah.
And luckily, my girlfriend, computer science major in college, programmed all that shit for me. I bought some buzzers, and we were kind of good to go. We ended up working out. Because, like, dude, to buy game show software, prohibitively expensive.
Yeah, no, I
really?
wanted to do it for this podcast because on our 300th episode, I want to do a game show with these two, and I
Yes.
want to buy buzzers for them to actually buzz in. But there is apps on your phone that you can just there's like buzzer apps. I wanted to
Sure.
talk to you guys
Sure,
about that,
sure.
about figuring out how to do that.
Hell
But
yeah.
it's like I like the idea of like a buzzer is fun.
Yeah, exactly. Something
like the
physical to
slam.
hit.
Yeah, I know. You can buy them on Amazon. I don't know how good they are, but
The
yeah.
Well, what
slamming
I
of the
recommend-
book. No, go.
If you're trying to save money on it, they don't look as good. But what you want to buy is a foot pedal, USB foot pedal, because that lets you map it to any key on the keyboard, so you can do what you want with it in the software. But it just looks like a foot pedal.
That's funny.
I gotta dress it up, make it red, paint it red.
Yeah.
you know.
Right.
So like I thought the show was great. I only went to it once. I thought it was a lot of fun.
Thank you.
It's just so much like I would never tell somebody, "Oh, go to an open mic and check out some comedy." But I would tell somebody, like I would tell the audience, like go to the shows. It's a lot of fun. You get to watch like new comics, even if they're terrible. You're only seeing them for a limited amount of time. You don't have to sit through 6 minutes of somebody just being torturous. And then at the end of it, there's going to be comics who are good who will make that funny. Like they're going to make the last three. How long are the sets that you do?
3 minutes.
3 minutes. So they're going to make those 3 minutes of awkward, bad comedy. They'll make that worth it because they're going to point out
The banter should
everything,
be
all the
funny
things that you
enough.
thought about,
Yeah.
the comic that you just watched. You're about to hear somebody say that to their face.
Right.
So it's a fun thing to do.
And I appreciate that. And definitely the good episodes are when that happens. But a lot of the episodes, the judge panel, way too nice. They don't want to be mean.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, there's two things about that. One, the comics are here for the constructive crit. Like, it's very rare, at least where we are, to get
Constructive crit.
to get
Criticism?
Criticism.
No, I know. I never heard anybody shorten criticism in the sentence.
You've
like
never
that.
been to theater school, chick. No, but like they're there for that. They want the feedback, and it also does make the show funny to shit on the people who are bad. It's just part of it.
And if you're a comic, you have to have a sense of humor about yourself. Like,
A lot of them don't though.
But
and
that's,
you also
the
have to be
funny
like,
part.
even if you do well, like you're gonna get made fun of, and you should be made of. Even if you're great, you should like laugh at yourself. You
Yeah.
can't laugh at yourself. What are you doing here?
Kid fell off the stage when we were there last.
Jason Polini,
Fucking
Yes.
hysterical.
it was the best. He fell off the stage, but if you blinked at the wrong moment, you would have missed it because he instantly like bounced
Yeah.
like a basketball
Yeah.
back onto
It
the
was
stage.
crazy.
That's why I missed it.
Yeah, I blinked. I was on stage and I did not see it, but I heard it.
Yeah, I think,
Like,
I think Neil said he's like you look like you fell back on the stage too.
Yeah, he did. He
Yeah.
did.
Yep.
That's a big stage to fall off of. I feel.
Yeah, I
like,
don't
right?
Yeah, it was higher up than the usual bar show stage for
Maybe
sure.
I'll go to that next broken mic.
Yeah, pop out.
Is
man.
it at the Giggle Room?
Giggle Room? Yeah,
Yeah,
April
that's a
18th
cool-
and May 9th.
that
The
could be
last
fun.
two in New York. They have been really fun. The last one we hit the comedian cap really early. We had like a bunch of legitimate audience. We had a guy who and nobody believed him, but I kind of believe him. He said it was his first time doing stand up, and he just murdered.
Really?
Yeah, he brought like 6 people too, which he's like the king in my book.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the middle-aged Indian guy just murdered up there,
That's
talking
awesome.
about like getting white people for his kickball team off of Craigslist. It was awesome. It was great.
I love it.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
There are good moments like that. I haven't done I've done the panel a couple
Yeah.
times. I've never done the jokes.
Yeah, I know, and neither has Tom Segura on
Yeah,
Kill
but-
Tony. Like,
Fair. Yeah,
why
totally
would you?
fair.
You know, you're Long Island's Tom Segura. You know,
No,
that.
I'm not.
The Tom
Also,
Segura
any
of
clips
Long
on-
Island.
Anytime I see Tom Segura on that show, like I see clips, he doesn't
Yeah.
say a goddamn word.
No, that he's not a good guest on that show, and there's no rules for the guest. You know,
Yeah.
and I love Kill Tony. I'm a fan. I designed a rip off show, but yeah, some guests just kind of sit there, don't say anything ever.
You watched the Tucker Carlson episode?
I've seen a lot of
Oh my
clips.
God.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of
They had
clips.
Tucker Carlson on.
Yeah,
he was
they
a-
did. It was
yeah.
weird. It was
It was a
weird.
surprise guest. So it was supposed to be just Jim Norton. I listened to Jim Norton's radio show. So he was supposed to just be on it. And then at the last minute, surprise, Joe Rogan had Tucker Carlson on his show, I guess. So they both came out. So
That clip with what's his name? Cam
the black
Yup.
comic.
Yeah, where he says,
Patterson?
"My grandma hates you."
Yeah.
So
My grandma
funny.
hates you. What?
Yeah, that's so funny.
Yeah,
it.
that's right. There was extra language there.
yeah.
And then he goes, "Oh, she doesn't mean it," and he goes, "Yes, the fuck she does."
That kid is really funny from the clips I've seen. I don't know like half the stuff he's talking about, but he's one of those guys where I'm just like you were saying earlier, like it just seems like he's having a good time up there.
Yeah.
I've only seen the clips, so I don't know most of his stuff.
That's the
but
most important part. Like, if you ever do get on, you just have to look like you're having fun and like you're a fun person.
Man, I feel that way about stand up in general. Some people
Yeah.
get on stage and they're like, I'm having a terrible time. And it's like, yeah, so is the audience. Like,
Yeah.
gotta have fun.
no,
It
I
just
I
seems
like
genuine.
Cam.
I mean, in life in general, but just being genuine is
Yeah.
just the most important thing.
Goes a long way.
Yeah.
But
That's
on
why
that
Chick
note,
is so great.
Yeah,
Oh,
he doesn't
yeah.
know-
You're genuine. He's the most genuine guy I know.
He doesn't know how to be
He doesn't
anything
wanna
other
be
than.
here. No part of him wants to be here right now, and he's not pretending to want to be here, right? Yeah.
Listen,
Sorry
part
to
of me
bother you.
last night, it was like 6 or 7, was like, I do not want to get up in 4 hours, and I barely did.
Well,
I'm
we
surprised.
appreciate
so
you coming
happy.
here.
You should have taken the coffee, man. That would
Well,
have waken you up like
I told-
anything else.
I also want to note that the reason why we started without Chick is because we wanted to finish on time because Chick wants to leave
Yeah.
on time
Well,
Yeah.
because the Knicks came on.
I didn't
so
mention
Chick
it
showed up late
once.
and said, "No, start
Didn't
now
have
without
to.
me because we're not. I don't want to stay
I
later."
didn't bring that up.
No, I brought it up.
I wasn't gonna bring that up.
Yeah.
I was just pissed at myself for being like, "Fuck, I'm gonna miss half the Knicks."
Yeah, but he knew that about you. You got.
I know that.
He knows you so well. He's
He
like he
wants to
wants us to
watch it,
start
too.
early.
I do too, but
Yeah,
you know,
don't completely throw me under.
but I know, but also I know we could.
The difference was I was pissed off at myself because I realized I fucking dropped the ball on getting to the Knick game back for the Knick game on time. So when B was like, "I know you'd want to watch the Knick game, so do you mind if we start without you?" And I was like, "Yep."
Well, listen, we're all here.
Yeah.
We might as
well, luckily
start.
we were almost going to record 2 episodes today. So
Oh,
luckily
God.
we don't have to do
Thank-
that.
Yeah, we
I-
wouldn't.
Damn.
I probably would have been like, "Hey guys,
We wouldn't have done
we're
it.
not
We
doing
could,
this."
we could always put a game on here and you can
Then
watch
I
it
won't-
while we.
I won't. I'll just be watching the Knick game.
You need to watch the game that intently that you can't like just glance
No,
at it
I
as
just
it's
don't
going.
think. I would normally say, "Yeah, we could do it," but
He would totally check out.
Also, yeah, but
I'm not-
but
I'm
is
shot.
he doing much more now than he would be if the game was on?
That's why it would kind of be funny if we just did a podcast while he just watches the game.
and see how much more.
There you go, Brunson.
Yeah, we'll do a word count to see how much more he contributes with the game on than versus
Yeah.
with the game on. See if there's a big difference.
It might get his mind flowing. You know, who knows?
I think I'm more mush fucking brain right now.
Yeah.
because
think?
I'm
I also love the idea of doing game like him announcing a game and
That
just.
would be fun.
I've always, I'm not a big sports fan, but years ago I had the idea. I think before like Barstool was out, and they kind of like, why don't we have real people? I remember I mentioned this to you. Like, have real people announce a game. You could do this with the internet. Just put a game on. Like, yeah, if you don't want to listen to the stuffy ass announcers, listen to us knuckleheads. Call it like real people.
It's like the live watch, basically with the movie watch.
Yeah,
It's the
put a
same
game
thing.
on. Like, yeah, put the
but a
game on, and then put up our YouTube, and we're gonna watch
I
the
mean,
game with you,
we
and we're
should
gonna
do
call
The
it.
The Mannings.
That's
do
what it is.
Basically
And
on
that's what
Monday
it
night,
is.
and I
I had
watch
this-
theirs over the regular.
Everybody
Monday
does.
night
Enjoy the
week.
mannequin. I would do a baby thing. That would be fun. We should pick a game
Yeah,
and we can all sit down and announce before.
I had this idea years ago, and I'm like, how do you make that work? And now it's a thing.
It's a
And
thing.
we're gonna make it work.
We're gonna
Yeah.
make,
Do
we're gonna
it.
make this happen.
Have I been
love it.
that
I'm excited
quiet
for you
while we've
guys.
been here already?
no,
No, I'm just trying to.
No, I wasn't sure if I'd been that quiet. 'cause
cute little love push. That
Yeah,
was.
I can see he's hurting. I went out last night too. I'm a little hungover myself,
Oh, yeah?
but I'm able to control my.
I saw a picture of you and a few ladies.
Yeah,
you were out
yeah.
with some ladies.
I was out with
Brendon in the harem.
Well, I went out with. Here's a yeah. I was planning on doing nothing last night. I was planning on actually making a TikTok video. If I'm because I haven't done that.
You know what's funny is just the other day I thought, Brendan's got a decent amount of followers on TikTok, and he doesn't do anything with that.
I know.
How many
Like, why-
followers you got?
I don't know, a few million, something. No, I don't know. I don't know.
Tens of thousands, right?
Hell yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
But I
The Chinese MILF community loves them.
they do.
because I've posted a couple of our clips. I posted them on our Adult Babies TikTok, but I've also posted a couple on my TikTok just because they get no views either way. So I'm like,
I
oh,
would-
maybe on this count.
Maybe I'll do that.
Just post some stuff where you're
maybe I'll
funny
do
in them. Post them on that account.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
also, So I was
I'm with you, Ryan.
that whole thing I was talking about with the knee and in my last 9 months recapping my medical stuff. I was thinking that might be a good TikTok video, or it'd be nothing. But
Do you have any photos that you can green screen? Because I know those hit big for you, the green screened photos.
I could figure it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
maybe,
just.
maybe.
Did you have to cane it in today? How's your knee?
No, the knee's been good.
Last week you
knee's
didn't
been
have a
good.
cane,
I didn't
yeah.
have the cane last week.
We
I only
recorded last week without you using a cane.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was that long
Yeah,
ago.
and I felt bad earlier. I'm like, oh, I didn't mention that bees. I didn't
No,
ask
the
Bee
knee
about his
is the knee is totally doing much better. But last night my friends. What did he just say to me?
He's just bewildered.
Just funny sounds.
He just realized his life's passing him by, and he
Flying
doesn't.
by. I thought that was last week.
No.
2 weeks ago. Sheesh.
That was a few weeks ago.
Like, I'm happy for you, but I missed the prop
The
itself.
cane was fun for that week. I
You
had
learned to
it,
twirl it. You
but
know
it
what I
was
mean?
so embarrassing. It was so embarrassing. So
I kept calling him Dr. House at the show at Alibi.
yeah,
that's right.
That's right.
Oh, House MD.
Yeah.
So I ended up going out with a couple of girls I haven't seen in a while. One of them got so hammered that she got kicked out of the one bar that we were at.
Yeah.
I know the manager, and he's like, "Hey, can I talk to you?" And as I'm talking to the manager, she runs up and says, "You used to be my manager at so and so." And I wait for her to leave, and then I go to the manager. I'm like, "You're gonna tell me about her, aren't you?"
Yeah.
And he goes, "Yep." So she went to the bathroom. He goes, she was in the bathroom spinning around, singing. And one of the other managers were in there. And then she just ran out saying, "I love this song." So she got kicked out of there.
For that?
That's
Doesn't
kind
seem
of
like
ridiculous. Yeah.
Having a good time?
She
kicked out for being annoying. I mean,
yeah.
don't get me wrong. If there was a bar now, advertising, we kick people out for being annoying. I'm like, I'm going to that bar.
She wasn't kicked out
Yeah.
then.
Yeah.
Sounds
She
like a
wasn't
good
kicked out
time.
then.
Okay.
It was more, she did that, and she had already been cut off by the bartender because she had spilled a couple of drinks.
Gotcha.
A lot of bumping.
Sing in a circle in the bathroom. Like, come on.
It wasn't, you're not listening. She didn't get kicked out because of that.
Yeah.
That was,
I'm following.
that was a,
But that to me isn't even the cherry on top of, like, even if you were.
Well, she's saying she didn't get kicked out for that.
This is not- you're not
There's
listening.
something else
You're
that
not
she did that she
following.
got kicked out for.
so she did that.
Go back to sleep.
She was spinning around, and she was just doing a lot of spinning and bumping into people, and
Yeah.
people were dropping drinks.
Yeah.
It was like a tornado, and so we had to leave this place, the next place, and the third place. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna go home. And my sister was out that night. It was her high school. What is it? The
Reunion?
Reunion. I ended up at my sister's high school reunion. How about that?
Well,
It was
older? Is she
little
older
weird.
than you?
She's younger than me.
Younger than you.
Yeah, but I knew a bunch of my brother-in-law was there, and a couple of friends married into that grade.
Yeah.
So it ended up being a good night, but I didn't get home till around midnight.
It's the incestuous Farmingdale community.
It really is.
Yeah.
It really is. We're all together. I can go to a reunion from.
That's why you're single, because you're only looking for at women in Farmingdale that might.
Yeah, well, I would never go anywhere else. Farmingdale.
Where'd you grow up? Babylon.
Sorry.
It's not Farmingdale at all.
Yeah, take an Uber to see you now. So yeah, I got home after or close to midnight, and in my old age, I can't do it. I'm like, I need to be in bed by 11:30.
I'm getting there, man. I'm turning 30 this month.
Oh, fuck you.
It's only gonna. Get
Hey, look, we all
It's a long ways
we all
away.
come out of a vagina at one point.
That's true.
It's just a different point.
Yeah, but you're comparing your age to our age, and it's a
No,
it's a
I
different
get it,
story.
but I'm just saying, like,
Well, I'm
I
32.
relate to that. Yeah, it's not that big of a difference, but I'm relating to it, man. I got to be like, my cutoff is like 2. After 2, I'm just like, this is
2 in the morning.
squirrely hours.
2 in the morning. You said?
Yeah, isn't that what you were just saying? You're saying 11 at night.
11:30. I have to be in bed.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, it used to be 5. Now it's 2. It's gonna be fucking 11 soon.
And if you do 6, then you feel like you fucking went to bed at 6.
Yeah, like you do right now.
Like I'm fucking in just a pain.
Going to bed at 6 a.m. is not even going to bed at all. Have you ever done that in your life?
Yeah, but I don't know.
Doing
like-
what? What do you do?
Well, for me, it's
You're
like
not drinking and drugging.
no. Like I have like what it doesn't even really count for me. I'm talking like if I'm in when I was in Japan and I was like I'm like about to hike Mount Fuji, I would like go to sleep early because I had to wake up. You know, it's like
That's a completely different.
yeah. I was doing it because I had to like plan my sleep around when I wanted to be awake to see something.
Yeah.
I'd be done the entire day. I wouldn't have made it. I give you your props. because
Once
wouldn't
I
have made it.
sit down to like watch whatever I'm gonna watch, the Knicks and all that, and start whatever, it's gonna be a dozing in and out all day. I could tell.
Well, why don't you just go to sleep after the next game? Go back, take a
I
little
will.
nap for
I
yourself.
will. No, I will.
You want to just take a nap right now? You could shut your
No,
eyes.
I could have fell asleep in the car right here.
Dude, Conk on air. That would be legendary podcast moment.
It would be.
If it's gonna happen, it's gonna be today.
Yeah.
Well, don't let these guys get you down, chick. You're cool in my book, brother.
Oh, God, you almost took him out just by a fist bump.
So you got kicked out of 3 places last night.
Yes. Very embarrassing.
All
It's like
right.
a lot of, and then she ran across. I don't know. She was just,
Yeah, even if you're not the reason why you're getting kicked out, the fact that you're with the person getting
I
kicked
can't
out,
wait to find out who this is.
I kept.
It's got to be that one friend of yours that comes to the comedy shows that everybody
no,
kind of knows. No, okay,
No,
right.
no.
That's
She
why
won't
I
get-
was guessing.
Yeah.
She won't get kicked out. She'll
you know
just-
that phrase, "You are who you're with."
Yes. Oh, I know.
Yeah, that's
I try. I know. And the people I'm with all the time, it's just not. You know. I mean, it's just. It's.
I don't
not
get
great.
kicked out of bars.
it doesn't apply to podcasting. You know, it's not. You're not responsible for the people you podcast with. That's a different thing.
That's true.
Because this is for entertainment value. You know what I mean?
Do I know who it was?
Maybe.
Oh, I don't like that.
It doesn't matter. But yeah. So it was just a long night of that.
People
stuff.
still. How big was this reunion? Like, how many people were there?
A lot of people. A lot of people.
Yeah?
It was right on Main Street too. Otherwise, I wouldn't have gone.
I don't know. People were still doing reunions. That's great.
Dude, I did my 10-year last year.
Where was it?
Napper Tandy's in
It's always at
Northport.
like a bar.
Yep, it's at like the towny bar.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
And-
wish it was at like an event place. Like a
Yeah.
like I don't know.
Like
Yeah.
a 30th birthday.
Like a nice
venue.
mitzvah.
Yeah.
Well, like a theme, like a movie,
like a
movie
mask
theme
theme.
from like when you graduated.
Anywhere. So what was yours good? Did you
It was I didn't plan on going, and my best friend guilted me into going, and it ended up being way better than I could have expected. I want to talk shit about it so bad, but like it was pleasant. People that were shitty in high school didn't show up. It was nice.
That's good.
Yeah.
Our 10-year
Bill
reunion.
died from fentanyl, but
My
you know.
grade is just whatever it is. We never. I don't know. It was like 10, literally like 10 people who showed up. It was fucking.
That's it?
embarrassing. And we only went as like towards the end of the night. We were like, oh, let's see what's going on with the reunion.
Where do they have it? Yours?
They had it at what's the Massapequa? No,
Mulcahy's?
the Wantor Bar.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's where I
Yeah.
had mine.
That's a big venue though.
Well, here's the thing though. They're big, but it's like you get a section and it's like anybody can go. It's like
Yeah,
a regular,
yeah.
you know?
They didn't close the bar for it.
No,
No, it's just it's
They're not
like,
chipping you at the door. Like
it's just a little section. Like
Yeah.
I shouldn't have been allowed into my sister's reunion.
Every time you see a reunion on TV, you know that's a popular trope.
Yes.
You know, it's
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
every sitcom has the reunion episode with it. Somebody from the cast goes
Yeah.
to the reunion. It's always at some type of hall where this is the only thing happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's never
around
just
here
at
it
a
never
bar.
is. Did you ever go to yours?
No, I knew 3 people in high school. I'm not.
Did you?
but wasn't that more of the reason to go? Or no, I guess.
No.
well, the lie
because-
about being an astronaut and like
Well, now you can't. I mean, with Facebook and everything.
I get a lot of friend requests from people I didn't know in high school, and I'm always like,
I hate
Why would
that.
I be friends with you now?
no, I don't mind being friends with them. I wasn't popular. It wasn't like I just didn't have a lot of friends. I was just very quiet. I had my little group of friends, and I was okay with that. I didn't. But it's always like, first of all, I'm like, how'd they know I even existed? Like in school, I don't know how. Do you know who I was in school to friend request
Right,
me?
yeah.
Or do you just like see that we have a lot of friends in common, and you're like, oh,
Probably a mixture of both. They
Yeah.
kind of remember you.
Yeah.
You do have some friends in
Like,
common.
hey, I remember that guy. He was
Yeah.
a nice guy.
And it's funny because like I post clips from this podcast on my page, so it's like they have so much more information than me. Like I'm like on camera, like talking.
I feel like
You
that
can-
all the time.
Like you have so much more information on me, and I'm on the internet like as a public figure.
Yeah.
It's so funny to me. Like
That
you,
is-
you scroll, like you got one picture of them with their family, and like you look at their face, you try to zoom in to see like, oh, I recognize this person. You go to their page, there's nothing.
Yeah.
I'm such like a public figure on the internet.
Yeah, and
Dude.
I go.
Sorry. No, that my girlfriend had been dating for a year. When we started dating last year, she listened to Millennial Stoner
Yeah.
when I was on and this show when I was on. And she was like, I'll give him a shot.
Yeah.
Wow.
I like how he podcasts.
We're basically a dating service.
I wish
here.
I had that.
I used to want to do that.
Somebody be like, "Oh, chick sounds."
People do listen, but they think the
Do
opposite.
you think the opposite?
That's a fun podcast idea. You just have the guest on to be like, they are fuckable.
Yeah.
Like,
That is not a bad.
Yeah, right? A modern
the
dating
podcast
show?
Dating.
You create a link for them, like a link for them to set. Because I used to do this when I was on dating apps. I used to want to just tell people, here's my Instagram page with like I have my photo page, but I also have the page like I just make videos where I talk to the camera and give my opinion and make jokes. I'm like, want to get a feel for who I am? Look at this page. So we should do that. We have people. You have a dating. You have a dating app.
Your dating.
We're gonna make a
virtual
YouTube
dating
video
profile.
where like we
Virtual
interview you,
dating.
and you could just send this link and be like, you want to get to know me? Here's everything you need to
It
know.
really
right
is
here.
a fantastic idea.
Let's do it.
It's
I mean,
we could call it. It's literally like a virtual profile. We make the profile with you. That's
Yeah.
actually not. That's a genius idea.
Yeah, I love that.
That's probably like a legit thing where you imagine people just start carrying around a digital profile that, like, when you send a text, it sends the link.
You just
and
need a
it's
link
like-
to a YouTube video. That's
No,
all you
that's
need.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
When you send a girl like, "Oh, here's my number and here's how I am."
Yeah.
Hear me out. Making babies with the adult babies.
Nice.
guy.
I
Yep.
like it. That's Ricky Grimes level
That is-
marketing.
oh,
yeah.
That is.
Yeah.
Sometimes these guests come on here and they just.
All right.
floor
Well,
us
how about
with their
this?
ideas.
If you're a listener and you want to, if you have on a dating site or you want to meet somebody, come on the podcast. We're going to interview. It's going to be a separate podcast. We
a
can't. This is
separate-
not.
Yeah, you can't taint the waters.
Yeah, but we'll give you an interview and you can talk about who you are and what you like and who you want.
And we'll ask you the questions that a girl might ask you, and you can answer.
We should
them.
probably even have a girl on the podcast to do so.
Yes.
To
I
help.
think-
Nah.
No, I don't. I actually no. I think we're fine.
Okay,
and
a woman
capable.
then.
I want.
I agree.
But here's
think
what I
I'm
want from this
capable.
project. I want you to be the bad cop.
Yeah.
When you sense bullshit, or any of you sense bullshit from the guest, like they're lying about something, or I want chick to be the one. "Now, what are you talking about? That you graduated in the summer of '98? That doesn't add up." Like,
That's exactly. Well,
I love that.
You would be that guy anyway.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, we're doing this.
Yeah.
I can't wait to do this. We're
I-
going to
this-
put the
this is
person
a
in that seat.
good
We're
idea.
all going to get a woman
Yeah.
involved. You have to have a woman involved.
have
If you're making videos for women, or if it's a woman, if you want to make, a woman who wants to make
Yeah, a
videos,
woman
then,
wants to
then
make
we
a
can
video.
ask the questions, or we can handle that.
and
or
I think we should put like
gay
a light in
people,
their
if you-
face. Like
we'll,
they're on-
we'll
like
have
they're
another
on
gay
the
person on that might want to, you know.
interrogation.
We have to have we
The
have to have,
token
we
gay.
have to have somebody that they're going like a member of the team that they're aiming for on the
Exactly.
podcast to.
oh, I like that as an angle. Is you have the one guest that's trying to date, and the other guest that is like, "I'm your market." That's
This
interesting.
is what I might. This
That's
is something
very
I might not
interesting.
like. Yeah,
Yeah.
because we're just three
Dude,
dudes.
and that might be worth live streaming, because then you get a bunch of thirsty people that they were trying to date the guest.
Oh, it's
Watching?
auction.
Now
Auction.
Yeah.
Now we're doing it.
Well,
Yeah,
auction
yeah.
is a terrible term for this. I don't like the idea of an auction. That's
But
because
like,
that's the idea. That's like there's money involved.
We're
Well, I
gonna
guess-
auction this broad off.
It's not an auction. We need the paddles.
Oh my God, who do we know that's dating?
We got to hire a fast talker.
Oh, you know what? My ex girlfriend just texted me 2 days ago. Do you know anybody I can hook you up with? And maybe she'll come on.
That's a good one.
Your
And
ex?
my response to her was, "How do you feel about funny guys that have to draw their eyebrows on?"
No, I like this. This is a community service.
And
you
her
guys are gonna
response
be
was,
offering.
"I'm kind of into eyebrows, so
yeah, they always are.
yeah." But
But wait
give it
till
a
I
couple
get my
give it a
back.
couple months. Yeah, then we'll
They'll
give
be
it another
back
run.
soon. They'll
Yeah.
be back soon. My face is looking lumpy.
I got eyebrows. Look at him. He's like, yeah.
I almost lost one of my eyebrows. I had a
this
little
is-
a little trimming accident.
Oh,
So it's gonna fill in. I
yeah.
hope.
I feel terrible.
What were you trimming with? A shave, like a
Yeah, I have like
razor?
a buzzer that I have it's what I use for my beard to keep it the
No.
appropriate length. I just go over it because they get long and old man like, so I got to keep them short.
And look, I do. I do
You're a
the same-
scissor guy?
I'm scissors on the eyebrows. I comb this way, and then
Yeah, yeah,
anything
yeah.
that's unruly, I give it a little snip to, and then anything else is plucking around the eyebrows. You
I
don't.
don't,
You don't
need
bring
to
a. You
touch
don't bring
my
a
eyebrows.
electric
No,
nonsense.
this is
Anyway,
what you gotta do. You gotta get really high at 2 a.m.
Yeah,
You turn that buzzer on and you hope for the best. Because-
that's you did.
oh yeah,
I
Yeah.
shave everything myself, but my eyebrows have never been touched. They're perfect.
I agree. They're pretty good.
Yeah.
So you're drunk
I
about
don't have a lot
eyebrows.
going for me, but I got good eyebrows and good calves.
Yeah.
Dude,
All
I
5
have.
people have good calves.
Wait, I
the
want to. We should compare calves on camera. That's my best quality
Ugh.
because I grew up fat. So
Yeah.
Dude, I got you beat, brother. I'm
No,
sorry.
it's
I don't
just
even
a
got to take him out.
It's tough socks
That's a
right now.
tough
That's
look.
all.
What is
bad
going
luck.
on with that leg?
It's bad luck.
That's why I think I'm stronger than people think I am, or,
Yeah.
or even I carry. It's a lot of core strength because I was fat most of my life too, and that's just a permanent workout. You're just constantly carrying around an extra 80, 100 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah!
That's that. You know,
I've always said fat people will have great calves and they're not afraid to admit it. So like,
Nope.
this, my best feature
I don't-
are
yeah.
these babies.
Easily. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I have great calves, but I just like I have more of a core strength.
I'd rather hear a fat person talk about the one thing that they like about themselves than a good-looking person talk about the stupid thing they
Yeah.
don't like about
Yeah.
themselves.
Yeah, I agree.
I got my fucking nose is so weird. Mm-hmm. Shut up, cunt.
I like a lot of the things that chick says, but that's the best thing you've ever said. I love that. Because, dude, beautiful people always, they're like, I don't like everything about Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You look,
Yeah.
I would fuck you so hard. You look so great. What are you talking about? Like,
yeah.
No, it's true. It's
That's
true.
hilarious. Yeah, nobody wants to hear that. But everyone wants to be like, "Oh, you actually like that about you?" To a fat person, is
Yeah.
yeah.
And they berate the fat person like, "Oh, you would like your calves."
Well, they all do. I just wish that they would like something other than their calves because it's always the calves.
it's nothing else, dude.
Yeah.
Well, the next thing is personality, and then after that, that's it.
Eh,
Well, we
Dick
said
length.
hands. You said you liked your hands, right?
he's got awful hands.
Or eyebrows? Was it
Oh,
eyebrows?
God.
I love my eyebrows and calves,
He's
but
got-
I actually, I just think
Who
I
was it?
have
'Cause we had
soft,
this
feminine-
conversation.
Feminine hands.
You have
okay.
gangly hands though,
Those aren't feminine hands.
Gangly.
and soft. He
I
said-
didn't put cream on them.
Well, that's different. Having
Mistake
soft hands
number one.
they're not soft.
and having soft hands after lotioning is not having soft hands. That's somebody who had hard hands and they took care
All
of it.
right, so I got ashy hands.
Feel my hands right now.
Hold hands for the rest
I
of the
don't
show.
want to hold your
Feel
hands.
them. That's soft.
You have an old person's skin looking hand where it's just like cold and like.
Everybody show your
Damn.
hands to the camera.
Brendan's hands do look damp.
Did you guys ever notice that feeling
they're
your
shiny,
own
right? You wanna touch
skin
them?
and then touching
You're
somebody
too far
else's
out.
feels completely like
Well, yours are very rough.
I don't know. You feel and
It's like a truck driver's hand.
Yeah.
It
like,
really is.
You look like it reminds me of when I go to a wake and they're on the thing like that, and I
All
touch the
chalky?
hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's B's hand. How it
I'm
feels.
getting,
funny.
you know, I'm not disagreeing with you.
He's got dead hand.
I'm feeling my
Damn.
skin is getting very loose and
That's dehydration.
Yeah, drink some water, bro.
Yeah,
If your
dude.
skin doesn't,
There you
ba-
go.
If your skin
Give it a good
doesn't,
shake.
if your skin doesn't bounce
Oh,
back,
it's open already.
Yeah.
Don't give it a good shake.
Can I tell you that was how I used to see if I needed to drink water, I would do that and then see how long it takes to go back.
it's still up.
An amazing example
Need
of
some water?
Yeah,
was
I
like
do.
that
am completely parched.
Yep.
and
Do you want some
dehydrated.
water?
No, I have water in my
mine
car.
snaps back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're good. You hydrate.
But it does.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
This guy's been
Don't
up
say oh my god.
drinking
like
until
it
6
took
in the
forever.
morning. This
It's
guy.
like silly putty.
Yep.
I want to do.
mud.
Can we? Do you want to do a poll? Can we do a rate the baby's hands?
Rate-
Yeah, you got-
Show
you got it,
show
you got
your
it,
show
you got
your
it.
hand. Show your hand to the camera. This is going to be the clip for the podcast.
I'm gonna do
is
it
gonna
this
be-
way so you can see both.
Yeah, wait. Yeah, come on. We can't let chick be. Yeah, there we go. I think I got y'all beat.
Okay, that's the clip for
Mine
the.
looks so pale. I look like I'm wearing white gloves.
You don't look a lot. You look dead.
It's a nice day out, man. Just hang out outside. You'll.
Yeah, he's
Oh, God.
pale, cold, and like
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah.
and lumpy. Look at the lumps and the acne.
You look great.
I'm the happiest that I've ever been that you're off that pill now because you were wasting away on that thing.
When
Well-
is your beard growing back though?
No, it's not coming back. I don't know.
I did
Eventually-
some I did some cleanup on your last picture that I posted. I cleaned up a little
He's
bit.
got to
of your-
start cleaning you up.
the picture I took of you on stage. The one I haven't sent
Why?
you. I did some touch ups.
Why? Because I look lumpy.
No, not lumpy.
What did
Just
you
like
touch
some
up?
of the dots.
The
some
acne.
Of the, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, thank
Just,
you.
you know. Yeah.
Good for you. That's a good producer.
He
right
is.
there.
Well,
Yeah.
well. Remember, I made him when my
You should
nose.
give him start giving him a new face on the bottom, somebody else's bone.
Well, remember, there was a few when my nose, like when I had that nose issue, that I told you, I'm like, you got to clear this up because it
Yeah,
looked
yeah.
like there's a crater in my nose.
Yeah, I did.
You gotta make it work for you. Like you gotta see the positive in what you don't like, and
Yeah.
the positive is you look just like my pet rabbit,
Listen,
and it's
is that a
you're
good thing?
beautiful.
That-
Look,
that
right,
rabbit's-
right from the
Your phone
side.
bends.
Yeah, it's a little bent.
Oh yeah.
It actually, I dropped
mean,
it.
I
And
don't
it's
see the
supposed to go
resemblance.
flat, but it broke, so it doesn't go all the way flat. Thanks, Samsung.
You like that?
Are you
phone?
an anti-Apple guy?
Yeah. What are you?
All right, guys, I'm feeling very attacked. I'm not anti-Apple, but like, yeah, I'm totally anti-Apple.
You seem like someone who's like Apple sucks, and I'm gonna like go out of my way to not have anything Apple.
All right, well, hear me out.
But you got that crooked ass Samsung sitting over there.
Dude, it's got the same bend as my dick right now, and I don't like it.
They're like
But
chicks' hands.
women like that though.
It depends.
Women like a little
It's at the
bends.
right.
They gotta, yeah, exactly. If it fits their bend, they love it. No, honestly, I had that thing for 2 years with no issues. I love it. It's great for taking videos of sets. It's the best for that. You don't need to fucking prop your phone up against a napkin holder. My only problem with
'cause
Apple,
you just said it stands up by itself.
yes, exactly, it's the planned obsolescence. I'm the kind of guy, I buy a phone, I want it to last at least 2 years, no issues. I
don't
could
really
not
do
get that. Could not get that out of Apple.
They don't really do that anymore though.
I've
Apple.
never had an issue.
Yeah,
with
my
that.
phone's been fine.
It's
Yeah,
for me. It was
Apple-
always the battery. It was always the battery. I would do whatever maintenance they say you should do, and you clean out stuff and you clear whatever cache is.
my last couple iPhones I've had for like 3 years.
Good, okay,
And
hey.
the battery hasn't. But I'm also always by a charger, so I don't really. My battery's never below 50%.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm usually.
Which they say is bad for it. That's interesting. They say like letting it.
Yeah, but they also.
You know what's not
They say
bad
bullshit.
for it?
They say anything.
If you're always charging it and it never gets that low, then fuck you. My phone's usually charged.
They also started doing something. Like if you plug your phone at night,
Yeah.
it charges it slower. So it
Yes.
recognizes your pattern and knows I wake up at 4:15.
That's cool.
So it says like you'll be fully charged by when like you. So it's a slower charge. So
yeah,
that saves-
overcharging
that saves
is
the
a
battery.
that kills them. That kills them quick.
Go ahead.
No, you got it.
No, I've been talking too much.
You would think they've said numerous times like, oh, the battery doesn't change
do
over.
they say it like that?
Yeah.
I love every time
Cook, this is a phone.
somebody tries to make somebody sound dumb. They just they sound the dumbest. If your point is strong enough, you don't need to use that voice. Say
we
it like
go.
a normal person, and let's see how dumb it really is.
So they always said that when they made the newer phones that the battery didn't have like a memory where, you know, if you
Right.
charge like the length of how long you're charging it technically becomes how long the battery will last. And that was like supposedly the problem that was fixed. And it's not.
right.
And it's
I don't
all
think
something that they can fix it. They want you to go through batteries and phones.
But your girlfriend's a computer scientist?
Genius.
So, I mean, what does she say about batteries and computers and phones? And she has any opinion on that?
Nah, man. She like analyzes Excel sheets. You know, it's
Is she an Apple person?
she has an iPhone, but
Okay.
she's not like she's
She's
not
an Apple
a
person. You don't
But she's
have
not.
it.
She's like she really doesn't care.
I'm not
you
an
know?
Apple person that doesn't understand why somebody would want Apple. There's a lot more
Yeah.
programmability with non-Apple, with Androids and non-Apple products. You can customize things a lot more. So I understand all of it, but that's when you end up getting the problems. Like those open source things
Pandora's box.
let things in that you don't want in.
Theoretically, sure.
And Apple's closed system is what prevents all that stuff. And everything works together. I like that my phone syncs with my iPad. All this stuff syncs together. If I take a picture, it shows up on there, it shows up on there. And you can do that with like Google, iCloud and stuff too. But the fact that it's all just like in the system, to me, is just...
Syncability.
And I can say, you know, hey, Siri, turn off all my lights.
That's everything just the podcast stops. There we go.
Hey,
Hey, Siri, turn on all my lights.
So that is cool. I can't.
hey Siri,
I
turn
can't,
on chick.
A minute to confirm.
Siri, turn on the podcast lights.
They're already on.
Turn them off.
Now the lights are off.
Jesus.
Oh my god. Oh no, guys.
Everybody stop talking to Siri.
That podcast sucks.
What a cameo.
Hey Siri, turn on all my lights. We're gonna wait. There we go.
Ooh.
Is that something playing out of that speaker? Just tap the top of the speaker.
Wow, we really.
Yeah, we shouldn't.
Yeah,
have
real glowing review, huh?
Well, I mean,
No, it works. It does.
It works for me, but they started yapping about
Oh,
other
yeah.
stuff.
I've heard that the interconnectivity has been less good in the last decade, but I haven't used it, so I don't know. But
Yeah, I found it.
But it's been working for you. No, it's good.
Is it still playing?
I think it finally.
I think
went
we're
Yeah, you good.
finally safe.
You're good.
Oh God.
But like, I think
I get nervous every time I have to go over there. I didn't
Yeah.
hit anything today. You asked me that, and then I felt something go.
the programmability and the options is the biggest thing what I like. I like having options. Well, the first Android phone I had replaceable batteries, so I could have a few, and that was nice. But even just like having the apps in a comfortable,
It's hard
like
to show
where
me
your
that bent
thumb,
phone and me be like, yeah, I want that.
just like my dick. I get it, chick.
Hey, save that for making babies with adult babies.
There we go. Well, I'm taking at the moment. I don't need your filthy show. But like just the fact that you put the
I like
apps
that he
wherever
says.
you want.
I like that he says, "I'm taken at the moment."
Yeah,
So
at the moment.
you're confident,
Oh, dude, I don't-
confident about this relationship, are you?
No, I love her. I'm moving to Texas with her. I don't know why she's still with me. She is so much better than me. It's
Oh,
disgusting.
so you're not you're confident that you want to be with her. You're not confident that she's going to want to stay with you.
Oh yeah,
Gotcha,
no.
gotcha.
She's trying to get like a real job.
Yeah.
I do
Sounds
this.
like she's got a good head on her shoulders.
Yeah, no, she's great. She's brilliant. She programmed my fucking
Until some
broken mic
cowboy
software.
comes in with his lasso.
She should get a job with Kill Tony,
Wrangles are in.
perfecting their program
Yeah.
board.
Look at that. It's a win.
She is a quarter Asian, so Red Band would be all over her.
Nice.
Yeah.
So when are you moving?
Last week in May.
Oh shit!
last week in
it's like
May.
5 weeks, 6 weeks.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
Oh boy.
You doing anything big before it? Like a?
I got a going away party that y'all got to come to.
Is it a comedy party or is it just a party?
It's a party. A lot of people that are invited are
Oh,
comedy
nice.
sphere homies for sure.
You gonna do any like show like
Maybe. I'm on the fence about this slot that that Industry in Huntington gave me because it's like a Saturday, which is cool, but it's like a happy hour early slot, like 6 to 8. And then the band is going to be all weird about wanting to set up during the show. So I'm like, maybe I'll just fucking
that's
do the
that's
party.
always good.
Yeah, right. Isn't that always
Setting up
fun?
while you're on doing your set?
Yep.
Yeah, and it's like no. I mean, sometimes they're cool, but usually there's just no candor. It's just complete
Nothing.
willingness to fuck up another show,
Yeah.
just so they could plug in all their spaghetti. And it's like, all right,
I had a band doing it behind me. I just wanted to hit the drum once, and the guy wasn't even going with me.
No,
You know,
that's not fun.
I was like, "Come on, there's a lot." Like, because he's in like break down the drums mode, and I'm trying to
one hit.
one hit. Let me hit a cymbal. Come on.
I got to set you back one hit.
Yeah, come on.
dude. Brendan
snare.
at shows that are going weird is you're my favorite guy for that.
I like a weird show.
Yeah.
Dude, when my microphone died at a Huntington show, he performed instead of a microphone, he was holding a knife with a mozzarella stick stabbed on the end of it.
I was grabbing people's
Yeah.
food. Just
Yeah, it was beautiful, man.
that was a fun night, man. What was that room?
so that when we were there, it was called
was-
Canoba,
Canoba.
and now it has been made into a brunch spot that sucks.
Okay. That was. You've had a lot of rooms over the years.
Yeah, I've had because it's like I've had a lot of weird resistance booking comedy on Long Island because a lot of bookers suck.
Yeah.
I always talk about how Farmingdale was ruined by like one producer. The only good show was the stuff at Alibi that you had going, and everyone else is like, we don't want to do comedy. We had one bringer show here once a few years ago. We never want to do comedy again.
What show was that? Do I know?
Just throw.
Let's just say he had a little pizza shop,
Oh yeah.
and but like
Those
that
weren't
was
even real shows. Right?
no, they weren't. But the
Yeah,
venues,
but to that place it was. That
Yes.
was they
Yeah.
they put their
Exactly.
money on that guy.
But it was he would do them in weird places that I wouldn't think comedy would go.
That's what I was telling you about the show you did over the weekend, and the chick said he was going to go to, and then didn't show up to.
Yeah.
Was that you got this great venue? You got like people are coming to see this. They're paying good money. You got one shot to make these people want to come back,
exactly.
or like you said, or a venue to want to do this again.
Yeah.
You got to make sure. Don't do this for you. It's selfish to be like, I'm going to book a show with my friends. Does anybody want that though? Think about the
Right.
audience. Think about the venue. Book a show that's going to make people want to do this more.
Yeah.
Both ends, the audience and the venue.
At every end of the comedy spectrum on Long Island, people are not thinking about that. And I'm not saying like I'm
show's
some fucking
short-sighted.
saint. There are some really great producers out there, but like the very few that are like, how do we make this a good experience for people so they want to come back? Not just like this, we're getting on stage and doing a cool thing. It's like, no,
Yeah.
man, it's a fucking business. At the
And
end
some
of the
shows
day.
are like I know some producers around here. They're like halfway there. It's like, yeah, half the show is great. Like cut back on this lineup.
buy a fucking light.
Yeah.
Half the time, you know?
But you see some of these lineups. It's like that's too many comics. Like you like unless everybody's doing, even if
I feel
everybody's
like it's
doing.
always too many.
honestly,
because I mean,
Especially when the comics aren't. It's not like you got 10 killers.
Right.
Yeah, and
Where you're like, oh, I can't just see, like, that comic was great. This comic was great. I can't wait to see who's
It's like,
next.
oh, I could have done without this one, that one, and
Yeah.
this one, but these guys were cool.
If you're letting your buddies on because it's like, yeah, they came down, couldn't I get a spot? No. Like, learn to tell your friends, no, you're not good enough yet. Like, and when you, but like, learn, it'll be a compliment when I tell you, yeah, I want you on my show. Feel honored that I just asked you because you're not ready yet. And it's okay not being ready. Like, nobody's ready when they
Competition breeds
first start. Like, you find your spots, find your little shows, but do your bringer shows. You have to do that to get good enough to get on a real show. And if you're not get good enough, then maybe not meant to do comedy.
Did you guys ever see The King of Comedy
Yeah.
with De Niro?
Yeah.
That's like that.
Ma!
I've never seen that.
Fantastic.
That's maybe Scorsese's, in my opinion, best movie.
I gotta check
Definitely
that out.
one of. I loved it. De Niro's
Yeah.
fantastic in it.
Yeah.
Right, I think I'm gonna book a show. I'm just gonna start booking shows. Just me. I'm going up. I'm doing 30 minutes. You'll be in and out.
good.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm gonna host myself.
Yeah.
I'm gonna close and open.
Yeah, you got a cold open. No intro. You just
Yeah,
go up there.
just go
Everybody, shut up, please. Listen to me. Like,
That's it.
Is there a close-up magician on Long Island? Do a non-comedy guy and then and then comedy. Let's do a mixed.
Do you
things.
know magic?
I don't know magic.
Can you learn it?
No.
Can you learn it by
I
July?
got a
'Cause
trick.
We could do a show.
you guys
know
want to see a
magic?
trick?
Yes.
All right, hold up. You gotta be very quiet.
You did that with your tongue, right?
I just made 3 assholes shut up. I get bamboozled.
You had such a good idea with the making babies, and then you have that.
I've been wanting to do that since I
actually-
saw somebody do magic on a comedy show. I'm like, that would be the funniest thing.
That
Go
would
up
be.
there and just insult the whole
Is it,
audience.
where did you? Is that something? Is that an original? Is that a?
that I just
is that-
did?
Yeah. Is that from somewhere?
No, but
Okay.
there's no way that has been done before. But yeah, no, I did think of that.
Wait, that's what I'm asking. Like it's an original.
Oh yeah, no, yeah,
All right,
I
I think
did.
it's funny.
I
I
did.
just
No,
wanna know
but
if, like,
I'm not. You know what it is? I'm not proud of it, Brian.
I think it's great. I think it's funny.
fun.
I think that's a funny joke. Like that to me seems like an old joke that would get passed around. Like I'm going to do that in
Yeah.
the future. Like I'm going to steal that in
5
my,
cents
in my real
a
life.
unit. 5
Not on
cents a-
stage. You don't have to pay. If you don't do it in front of a camera, you don't have to pay. That's the rule.
All right.
Yeah.
That's very true.
I told a Russ Maneve joke today. To Monique, and I didn't pay for that. It's a little offensive, so I don't want to tell it here. But
Back to what you were saying about like making sure the lineups are good. I kind of fell into that trap of wanting to have a good show, but give people who I thought were good, but new time of day. And it did. Like half the time, it blows up in your face,
Yeah.
and it makes for a bad show. And then you don't get written about in Facebook essays about how comedy should be. No,
yeah, it's hilarious. Yeah, it's easier said than done. Like I understand you're friends with comics. You want to they're your friends. You want to put them on. It's easier just to say, "Oh, don't book shitty comics, even if they're friends." Yeah, people are gonna do that. I would probably do the same thing if I was in that position.
Yeah.
But just try not to. Try to put on a good show because
All you could do is do the best you can.
all you can do is do the
How
best
do I-
you can.
The hell do I know?
Yeah. What's the score?
Yeah, how we looking?
20 to. This is 2014.
All right.
no, I get it. I got a Super Smash Bros. Tournament I got to watch after this, so I'm equally not here.
22-16.
Is that on Twitch?
You know
somewhere?
what it is? This is the last game of the regular season. A lot of
That's why.
implications.
Is it really?
It's,
Yeah.
it's a big game.
But they already made it into the playoffs, though.
But it's seeding,
Yes.
seeding.
and home court.
Yeah.
Seeding
A lot
is
of
another word
implications.
I know from competitive video games.
Seeding.
Yes.
Were you a competitive gamer?
I was. I ran tournaments. And
What made you stop?
it's garbage, dude. It's
Oh,
a garbage business because I loved it, but the people that play video games for money, I don't know. Think like when Justin Bieber first got famous and he was like a little piece of shit because he's like a rich famous kid.
Yeah.
A lot of these people, they get good at these games when they're kids. And not all cases, and then they grow up and they just become like full of themselves because in a small pond they are the biggest fish and they're making money playing a game and they're just like bad people.
Today.
2.
3.
Oh,
you
was
did
it
one
th-
too.
Really?
Yeah.
What references?
Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah.
Pond.
Yeah.
There's a theory that like people that become famous, if you get famous early, like you kind of
bad.
you kind of get stunted at
Yeah.
the age when you get famous. Like you kind of don't grow after that.
Yeah.
It's not across the board, but I can see that. It's like, well, I've become people like me now. Like, why would I change? and then you just become this young asshole who's saying terrible
It's
things.
working.
Yeah.
But like the short version of the story, because I've told it too many times over the years, is
Fuck me for asking.
no, chick. I just don't want to.
No, I'm
I don't want to
joking, I'm
lose you the
joking.
nomination next year for
Such a
Beth
good
Page.
interviewer.
That would be great. Jimmy Kimmel's like, well, then fuck me for asking.
By the way, he responds like that so many times on text messages if you don't get back to him right away. Well, I guess I'll just go fuck myself. I'm like, I'm sorry, I was at work.
So needy.
Driving a car, I couldn't. Basically, a famous smasher.
Smasher.
I know, right? But a guy who makes a lot of money playing video games started coming to my local tournament 10 years ago. And then one week he calls me. He goes, I'm going to be an hour late. I can't. Can you like hold up the tournament? And I said, no, man, there's like 30 people here. They all know the rules. They all know the start time. I can fudge stuff if you're like even a half hour late. I can make your first round go last and stuff. But like an hour, it's like disrespectful because you're just going to show up and clean house. So like I'm holding up the whole thing for you.
Right.
Yeah.
And then
Hold up, everybody. We're going to wait until the reason why you're all going to lose shows up.
Yeah.
Exactly. So when I didn't postpone the tournament for this one guy, he accused me of only not postponing for him, so I would have a better chance of winning my own tournament.
Ooh.
Which, like,
But he admitted that he was requesting for you to postpone
yes.
the tournament, so nobody picks up on. But you were late.
But when
Yeah.
you're a famous guy, and it's when Twitter was still called Twitter, and he gets on and he makes all these accusations, I'm like, man, you've smoked my weed. You smoked my peace pipe. How dare you, sir?
Wait. So this guy went on Twitter and badmouthed you?
Yes. But then the thing was, this was like 6 years removed from when I got out of doing it. He never dropped the grudge. He still came to my tournaments. He still made a lot of money off of the thing I set up. And then just decided one day to like shit on me again. And I was like, dude, every time you do this, it's like, I talked to a lawyer. I was like, you literally ruined my business. But by that time, I was running the tournaments in Governor's Comedy Clubs on Monday nights. And we got bumped by Louis doing his I've been canceled. I have to do these secret Long Island shows. So that's why I saw him live. I was in the environment a lot running the tournaments. And it provided like a good segue point in life to like give up running tournaments, get into comedy. And lo and behold,
Just a different kind of racket.
You
but
weren't
I
doing
like-
comedy at the time.
I wasn't. It was
that's
it
funny.
was an interesting pivot moment. But I had done it in college before that, but I don't count it as like
But it sounds like you were actually making money in this tournament thing.
I was making a little bit of money. I would have made more money if some asshole with a following wasn't shitting on the business. Because
Right.
we were there were weeks we were packing out Governors. We were making money. You stream it. You hope you get sponsors
And
on the
how
stream.
do you do that? Like people playing it multiple times, right?
Yeah, so you need a bracket, tournament bracket software. You need the setups to play multiple rounds
That's
at the
what
same
I mean.
time.
Like, yeah, like what do you
it's a lot.
what are you
You
bringing
need
in?
seating.
Okay, so if it's we're getting into the weeds, but I'm happy to. If it's Melee, which is the 2001 older version of Smash, you need the GameCubes or Wii with the appropriate like mods.
Adapters.
But bigger than that is like that it requires old school tube TVs. So we were hauling old square big tube TVs in and out of Governors, like into their like shipping container in the back where all the bodies are.
Wow.
And it was awesome. It was I love them for giving us a shot and doing it.
Yeah.
And it was the best name ever because the lives in Smash Bros are called stocks. So the show, the tournament was called Laughing Stocks. It was perfect.
Ah.
It was beautiful.
That's perfect.
That's awesome.
See, you guys need anybody to name something. I'm your guy.
Yeah, you're great at naming stuff.
That's why did it need tube TVs? Because it was all RCA plugs.
Exactly.
But there's like, aren't
And
there
any-
converters to HDMI to?
There's always lag. There are exceptions to that rule, but very few exceptions. There's always
you
lag.
can't have leg.
Can't have legs. You,
can't.
gotta push
And
that
even-
button and it's got to go.
Even the modern Smash game, which is like what I'm into now, the one on the Switch, you need an appropriate TV because most flat screens, it's like extra money to get low latency and have like the speed that you need.
Wait, so
no
it
lag.
won't work great on like a flat screen?
You have to like look in the settings of the flat screen and see what the delay is, what the latency is. Because on a tube TV, it was guaranteed almost completely to be
instantaneous.
Instantaneous. Yes, because it's not like there's no chips. It's not thinking about
Right.
anything. It's just
a
giving
cord
you
that's going into the back, and whatever's happening through that cord is happening immediately on TV. Yeah.
exactly. But with flat screens, there's so many layers of like software and processing and
Interesting.
I don't know what the numbers are, but when you're buying like when we bought TVs to run this business, we had to buy the right TVs or else they'd be worthless. Players would come and would demand their money back. It was fucking.
That's such an interesting world to me. That's crazy.
No, it's weird. It has a lot of similarities to the comedy world, but then also like there's a lot of adults, but it's just a lot of just dealing with children. I was fucking done with that. And then right like a year or two after I left, the Long Island Smash community imploded because of people grooming underage people. So I was super happy to get the fuck out of that. That was-
Fucking pedophiles everywhere. Fucking kill them all.
yeah, no, it was a bad look. So I'm happy to be out, but I had a lot of fun doing it.
Oh,
You know what I
that's
mean?
interesting, yeah.
It's
Hey,
like
Ron-
it's basically like being into MMA, but I can never get actually hurt. You know, it's like fast paced decision making and like working
Right.
on yourself, but it's all fucking fake.
Do you
Yeah.
Are you on Twitch now?
No, I don't do anything on there except I guess Dork Court. Love tuning in to that show. Are you familiar with Dork Court?
I've seen clips. I think on the
Yeah,
internet.
it's
I
a
did
live
Dork Court
streamed.
once, too.
Yep,
He did Dork
live streamed open mic. Miguel Silva does.
It's kind of like
Drew.
the broken mic thing, but do they talk about the?
they
read
read
comments.
So yes, exactly. So they stream and then you stream your set, and then everybody in the room is in Twitch just making fun of you.
Yeah.
And then everybody watching online is just roasting you. So you're just hearing laughs that have nothing to do with your material.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah,
then afterwards, the guest and the hosts just read through and they say their favorite like digs at
Comments.
you. Yeah.
So yeah, it's similar but different. Yeah.
Exactly.
No,
it's fun.
I've never watched it, but I've seen clips of it. It seems like a fun
It's
show.
fun.
Yeah,
It's a
it's
fun
good.
show.
I the Halloween one was great because I showed up as a mattress, like a sheet ghost,
Yeah.
and I just didn't tell anybody who I was. So for a good 15 minutes, everyone's like,
Yeah.
Brendon?
Yeah.
Brendon?
I feel like might be a little too sensitive for that. Like, I can handle comics making fun of me, but like real life people in a comment section, I don't know if I can handle that kind of truth.
They could be mean, but
They're just mean. There's not really funny as much
Yeah.
as mean.
yeah,
but
it's very mean.
It's a weird sell because of the way we just described it sounds like a terrible time, and then you go and it's like the best night.
I
ever.
have a lot of. Anytime
I've always
done it,
had.
I
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
It's good.
I got killed, but I enjoyed it.
Oh, you
I
did
forget-
that? You did that show?
Yeah, I forget what they said about you.
They called me Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Stone Cold Creamery, Austin.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
That sounds more
My favorite one for me is
Oh, no,
they,
Cold Stone Steve
Cold Stone.
Austin. Yeah, that's what it was.
Cold Stone Steve Austin. They said I was wearing a hat, and they're like, "Who took the propeller off?" Like, where?
Yeah, there's some good ones on there.
That's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun.
All right, you guys want to wrap it up?
Yep.
I know you do. How about that? I know you two do. You precious basketball buddies are playing.
Well,
I'm just fucking
Listen,
around.
no,
we've done more than enough. We're good.
we're at that time.
We are.
Brendon LaCarrubba, thank you so much for coming on.
Guys, thanks for having me.
And we're gonna miss you.
I'm gonna miss you guys.
You know, now that do you think this is a permanent move, or what are you looking? You looking long term, or are you gonna come back?
I don't know if
Or
I'm
too
coming
early
back.
to tell.
I don't know if I'm coming back, but could be permanent. Could be like
Yeah.
a 4-year, 2-year. I don't know.
All right.
Like I'm almost 30. My girlfriend's still in her like mid 20s. So like you know, I
He's gonna do whatever
I
she
almost don't
tells
care.
him.
Honestly, a little bit. Like I was very fortunate. I'm going to the stand-up capital of the world. But you know,
Well, enjoy it. Live your life. It'll
Thank
be
you,
fun.
man.
I'm happy for you.
appreciate it.
All right.
Live your life. Okay. Yeah.
What'd you just say?
I just said live your life.
Live your life.
Live your life,
Such
brother.
a dismissive term.
You don't like that?
No, it's good.
Hey, everybody out there, live your lives.
Live your lives. And
Let's go
also
Knicks.
come to Broken Mike.
Yes. What's the date of that?
April 18th and
April
May
18th.
9th in the Governor's Levittown Giggle Room. Gonna be the last two in New York, and then I got shows at Industry in Huntington. I don't know if this is gonna be out by Tuesday, but this Tuesday coming up, and then
Monday morning.
yeah.
Probably it'll be out.
we're doing an open mic there on the 29th of April, and then May, the last one I'll be hosting, May 14th. And then
Okay.
I'm out of here. And then the great Dan Wilbur's taking over the
Dan
the
Wilbur.
spot.
All right, great.
Yeah.
That's good. Dan.
What is
Dan's
that? What
a funny guy.
open mic?
So at the place where I do my show,
Industry?
Industry, we're doing a instead of the show that week, we're doing an open mic Monday the 29th, usually a Tuesday show. So we're just gonna mix it up.
Okay.
Try to have some boys out.
That might be fun. Maybe I'll show up for that.
Please do.
All right.
All right.
Open
this
mic
is fun.
celeb, get them right here.
Yeah, sure. All right. I'll. You guys are the best.
Yeah, you guys really are. Thank you for having me on all these times. Let me announce my divorce on this podcast.
I mean, yeah.
I was gonna bring that up, but you were talking very positive about your new girlfriend. I didn't want to talk about the ex.
Oh, I don't give a fuck, man.
That was
Yeah.
great.
That's how I got the new girlfriend.
That's what
She
it was.
heard my divorce jokes and she
Yeah.
liked them, and that's how she knew I was single.
There you go.
Yeah, it
how
worked
making
out.
babies is starting.
Yeah.
Had a lot of announcements on here.
We have.
Love it.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, boys.
Thank you.
Let's go next.
That was fun.